Sarah?
Hi.
Listen, before you come in...
What's happened? Shouldn't you be at work, Joe? What's wrong?
You better close your eyes first.
Oh, not another disaster, please.
There's no point in getting yourself all worked
Look, are
up.
you going to let me in or what?
Do you want to come in? That is the question.
This is ridiculous.
Where are you going?
Round the back. I'd like to get into my own house if that's all right with you.
Can't you take a joke?
I'm not in the mood. Wait for me.
You're not going to like this.
I don't like it already. What have you done? Burnt down the kitchen?
Not exactly.
I can't leave you two on your own for 5 minutes, can I?
And there's fresh tea in a pot.
And there's some nice soup keeping warm in the oven.
And Robert's even managed to burn some scones.
That I, Catherine Elizabeth Merrick, do take the Christopher Francis Tate to be my lawful wedded husband.
Taking the morning off, have we?
It's the good thing about being your own boss.
What were you watching?
Nothing.
Go on, say something else.
Why should I?
What should I? God blimey, mate. Give it a rest. Say no more.
Grow up, will ya?
Grow up, will you? Can't you speak English?
That's funny coming from you.
It's just a matter of getting the word around. And the work will come rolling in.
I see.
Well, it will.
Yeah.
It's all right, Kathy. I'm going. It's quite obvious you're not remotely interested.
Both made the declarations prescribed by the law and made a solemn binding contract with each other in the presence of the assembled witnesses. You are now husband and wife.
That's the trouble with taking a day off. You need another one off the next day.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're not usually in here in the lunchtime. I thought you were skiving.
I'm just enjoying a quiet pint, that's all. Not that I'm getting any peace.
Oh, well, I'll shut up then, shall I?
No.
Nick, I've been looking all over for you.
Why, what is it?
We've got to go over to your house. There's nobody in.
What's wrong?
Well, Barry's going to be there at 2. He wants to see Rebecca.
Why didn't you tell me this?
Well, he just sprung it on me this morning. Look, I don't want to talk about it in here. Rebecca's waiting outside.
Is Barry some friend of yours?
No. No, come on.
This is fantastic.
So it should be. We got cracking the minute you set off this morning.
What do you think of it all?
It's all very nice, Jack.
Well, we're very glad you approve, aren't we, Joe?
Yeah. After all, you're responsible for all this.
Me?
All that nagging you did yesterday. When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that?
Yeah, right, bully.
So I wrote Joe in and we decided we'd show you.
Look, I can't help it. I just don't like
Well,
it.
we've already agreed. If Barry's to see Rebecca, it's best on neutral ground.
But that's just it, isn't it? If...
Nick.
Look, does he really want to see her?
Nick, please.
I just don't think you should be giving in to him like this.
But I've got no choice. The solicitor said so. And besides...
Besides what?
Well, maybe Elizabeth was right after all.
What?
Maybe children do need to see their fathers from time to time.
Julie, children need parents who love them.
I know that.
Not parents who play chess with them.
Just saying.
Is that him?
Well, he's early if it is.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Hello, love. Oh, afternoon, Julie. How are things?
Just fine.
So what do you think happened? Why did it just shoot off like that?
I don't know.
Well, if you ask me, it's woman trouble.
No, I've no idea what it is.
The oddest thing is, 1 minute I'm told never to darken his doorstep again, and the next I'm back as if nothing's happened.
Sorry?
So the next I'm back as if nothing's happened. Kathy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lynn.
What's the matter? It's obvious there's something wrong. You might as well tell me what it is.
No, it's just that I went back home at dinner time, dropped off a bit of shopping, and no, Chris was there.
So he's taken a morning off work. What's odd about that?
Yes, but he was watching our wedding video.
What?
I can't understand it. Why drag that out and start watching it now?
Christopher playing one of his games, making a sympathy bid.
I don't understand.
Making sure you caught him, of course. Tragic young lover mooning over what might have been. Well, don't fall for it, Kathy.
Hi.
Hi, Seth.
Oh, you're back again, are you?
Yeah, fancied a change. What are you looking for?
Hey?
Well, I've been watching you as I was driving up and I thought either Seth's got a bad case of ants in his pants or he's lost something.
You've got a back case of nosy parking.
What?
So keep it out.
Seth, I didn't mean anything.
Yes, well, I'd best get off then.
Right. Look, I'm sorry. It's just...
But I called it a bad time.
Well...
For you, anyway.
Sorry?
Perhaps not for Rebecca.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's quite a big thing for a little girl, you know, to be seeing her daddy again.
Not you as well.
Sorry?
Calling Barry a dad.
What?
A dad's more than just a name on a birth certificate.
Well, I know.
A dad's somebody who's there day in, day out.
Yes, and I know Barry hasn't quite been that.
Right.
But he is still Rebecca's father.
Elizabeth, Barry has no more right to be called Rebecca's father than Elsa has to be called Alice's mum.
Yes, quite right. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm sorry. Look, can we just forget it?
How long have you lived here, Mrs. Sugden?
Oh, not long. We've been in London and Spain, on and off.
Very nice for you.
We've decided to put down roots, though.
Oh, better late than never, Mr. Kempinski.
Oh, absolutely.
He's marrying us?
Apparently.
But he's no more than a teenager.
No, he's not.
Startle you, did I?
Yeah, well, folk do tend to get startled when the folk creep up on them like that.
Is that right?
Especially when there's poachers running around with guns.
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about.
Oh, not again. I've already made a statement.
Thought it'd be a good idea for us to have another little chat.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just sounds like a real cockney, don't you? Better sounds like a carrot cruncher. Carrot cruncher? Are you bothering my sister? Eh? Ah, stop! Now get lost before you get more to say. What you going to do that for? I said I don't like him bothering you. It's only a bit of a laugh. Yeah, at us. No, not really. Making fun of our accent. Scott! Listen, Kelly, it's us and them up here, okay?
It's down on my last order. Sorry, we've had a quiet time lately.
Don't apologise. I understand.
I did tell you when you first arrived that this was just a small venture, not in your league.
Kathy, do you like my wines or not? Go on, be honest.
Yes, I do.
Well, that's all you have to worry about then.
Yes, but this place is just peanuts compared to some of the other places you supply.
It's great here. I enjoy coming over.
If I wasn't here, would you still take such an active interest in the Wolfpack?
Of course I would. But you're not thinking of leaving, are you?
No? I was just curious.
If you were to quit your job, you'd still want to see me, wouldn't you?
Yes, of course. It's all academic, though, isn't it?
I don't understand.
Well, you're not going to be here forever, are you? One day you'll be sent home.
Maybe. Maybe not. Nothing in life's a certainty. People change. Circumstances become different, you know.
Yes, I do know. It's just sad when you realise how much you hurt the ones you leave behind.
And you also saw a van parked in the woods?
Yeah.
Reg E or maybe F?
Yeah.
Colour pale?
Blue. Look, like I said, I've been through all this. It's all there in black and white.
And you didn't recognise any of these men?
What?
All three were complete strangers to you?
Yeah.
It's a bit surprising, that, isn't it?
How'd you work that out?
Well, given your history. Well, let's face it, someone with your record's bound to know quite a few local villains.
Bless you.
What? Oh, yes, thank you.
Is that everything, then?
Well, I should say a few words about the marriage state.
Oh, is this the talk of the sanctity of marriage?
What?
Where you explain all about the commitment embodied in the vows.
Oh, no, we have heard all that before, Vicar.
What?
This is not a new experience for us, you see.
Oh, it might be for others.
It's just that the church does like to involve itself in all aspects of marriage.
Yes, Vicar.
The secular as well as the religious.
But as we're trying to explain...
The physical as well as the spiritual.
The physical?
What?
The church likes to involve itself in the physical side of marriage?
Well, yes. There's quite a section on all that.
I think you better have another cup of tea while you tell us what it is.
I'm not accusing you.
Well, it sounds like it to me.
I'm just saying it's odd, that's all. Someone with your record, involved in crime again.
Difference is, this time I was on the receiving end.
So you said.
I was the one that saw them poachers off.
You said that too.
Yeah, so if I was in on it, why would I do that?
Maybe because the lad was around.
What?
Well, you wouldn't have bargained for that, would you?
Oh, just a minute.
Him turning up like that?
No, hang on.
Well, you've had to have put on some sort of show with a witness about.
Oh, I've had enough of this.
If you'd been involved, that is.
Like I said, I've told you what I know. I don't know any more.
Glad to hear it. Quick word of advice, though.
And that is?
I may be new round here, but I learn fast. And you'd better not put a foot wrong, because I've got my eye on you. See you round.
Well, what sort of trouble did you two get up to today?
No trouble, Dad.
Well, that'll make a change.
He's lying. He got in bother with his teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Scott? You shouldn't make up stories. It's not good for you.
Why, what happened?
Forgetting his own work this morning.
Oh, you did you? Why was that? I'll tell you why, Scott. It's because you're lazy. You get up late and then it's an awful rush to get to school on time. So you forget things.
No, I don't. But not very often, I don't.
I just don't feel right without a newspaper. Be a minute.
What are you playing at? Next time I'll tell him the truth, so just watch it. Why are you trying to get me into trouble? Because that's what you've done to me. All my mates at school drop me because they think I've got a mad brother, and I have. Oh, that kid was asking for it. Yeah, well, next time you come anywhere near my friends at school, I'm telling Dad. Well, I'm not scared of him. Oh, Dad, leave the door open. Scott's going to buy me a big bar of chocolate. Aren't you, Scott?
Yes. And the bishop does urge us to raise this matter with each and every newlywed. Because difficulties in that department can often lead to difficulties elsewhere, you see.
Well, I've never had any difficulties in that department.
So, we do want you to know that we're here to help, to answer any questions you might have, and proffer any advice.
You really must ask your wife to give you something for that cold.
What? Oh, I'm not married.
So, this help and advice, Vicar...
What?
It wouldn't be based on personal experience.
What? Well, no. But I have been fully trained.
So you'll come then?
Yes, of course. Clever old Jack to finish the kitchen so quickly.
Well, actually, clever old Jack is sitting white with rage in the new kitchen right now.
Oh?
Oh, it's a long story. So you haven't got any other plans then?
No, sounds like a good night out.
Only it struck me on the way over here. It's November the 5th.
Well, it'll give me something to do, won't it?
Great. Well, it's a date then.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Another glass of house red, please, Kathy.
Oh, right.
Everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine. There you go.
I said red.
Do you ever get the feeling as if the whole world is conspiring against you?
What?
No, that it's all working to remind you of something you'd rather forget.
So what is it?
What?
This you'd rather forget.
Oh, my wedding anniversary.
Uh-huh.
It's coming up in a couple of weeks, November the 5th, and everywhere I turn, there's reminders.
Kathy, there's only two ways with dealing with something you want to forget. You ignore it, or you talk about it. And as it doesn't seem like you'll be able to do the first, how about trying the second?
Go out to the stables, okay?
Where you going, Scott?
Out.
No, you're not. You're grounded, remember?
Oh, come on, Dad.
Until further notice.
Oh, Donna's gone out and Kelly's going out.
And you're staying in.
It's not fair.
I explained all this yesterday, Scott. Here you are, and here you stay until you learn how to behave.
You really hate me, don't you?
I don't talk daft.
Then why don't you treat Kelly and Donna like this?
Because they don't get themselves into the sort of trouble you do.
Oh, yeah?
Look, do you think I enjoy this wicked stepfather act or what? Do you, eh?
Yes.
Well, I don't. I really don't.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Hi, Rebecca. So, how did it go?
It didn't.
What?
Barry phoned just a few minutes after you left.
I don't understand.
Well, he said his girlfriend was sick, so he couldn't come. Oh, it took me ages to calm Rebecca down, Nick. She was so excited about seeing him. Well, go on then, say it.
Oh, don't be silly.
I told you so. Oh, it was just like you said, Nick. He's just like Elsa. He doesn't deserve to have a kid.
Is that Rachel's car?
Aye.
Is she all right?
She's up for a couple of days.
Well, what's happened? She's supposed to be coming up next weekend anyway for the wedding.
Man trouble, I think.
Oh, yes.
I asked her about Jayesh. She nearly bit me head off. She wants to stay with us.
Fine. We better get cracking. We'll be late for Robert.
I feel sorry for her.
Oh, it's Jayesh I feel sorry for.
Oh. Let's say nothing then.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just watch what you say, that's all.
I always watch what I say. Unlike some people I could mention who stick their foot in it every time they open their mouth.
Well, I'm just thinking of Rachel's feelings.
I hope she hasn't made a mess in my new kitchen.
Oh, you're all heart, you, aren't you?
Well, you know what students are like. Coffee and biscuit crumbs everywhere. So, things aren't too good between them again.
Yeah, well, I must admit, I sometimes wonder why they bother.
Some people are just gluttons for punishment.
I said no, didn't I?
It'll only take 20 minutes.
How many more times?
Look, you've only got to sit there and you're not doing anything else.
Have you got cloth ears? I said no, just a half in there, Carol.
A half? Since when did you start drinking halves?
Can't a man have a simple drink while I'm being nagged by flipping women?
Oh, sorry, I spoke.
Can I have a whiskey?
How about you, Michael?
What?
Do you want to help us with this cartoon I've got to do?
No chance.
Well, first Mr. Turner, then Seth, and now Michael. Do you think there's something in the water these days?
on, Mum, tell us a joke.
Oh, I don't know any jokes.
Well, great atmosphere in here, isn't it?
I thought you had a job to go to.
We decided to finish early.
Fair enough. Mr. Turner in?
No, and don't ask me where he is because I don't know.
Oh, well, it looks as though his accounts will have to wait. Isn't this jolly? What's the matter, love?
Oh, nothing. Just a bit of police harassment, that's all.
Who's harassing you?
Mitchum, he's trying to tie me in with them poachers.
The man's an idiot.
He's accusing you, is he?
No, he's too crafty for that.
He's not but a bully. I've told him to forget it.
Well, I know you don't want to hear this, but Seth's right.
Aye. Got the white wine, please.
Good grief. That bad, is it?
It's to take out.
Will red do? It's £7.40.
Yeah.
Planning a night in?
Something like that.
Well, I'm sure Julie will appreciate it.
Yeah.
How did it go with Barry?
It didn't. He cancelled at the last minute. Just as I expected him to.
Well, maybe you shouldn't write him off just like that. I mean, he might have had a good reason.
It's not good enough, Elizabeth.
That wasn't at all how we planned it. But that only made it all the more special.
How do you mean?
We wanted a quiet wedding.
But it wasn't.
Oh, a helicopter ride round the moors, a huge party back at home farm, the biggest firework display you've ever seen. No, it wasn't exactly quiet in the end.
Sounds like Chris really pushed the boat out.
As a matter of fact, Chris was as surprised as I was. That was all Frank's idea. Oh, it was so lovely.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Catherine Elizabeth Merrick, do take the Christopher Francis Tate to be my lawful wedded husband.
I remember thinking, oh, this is it. Oh, the second time round, I've found what I've been looking for. Oh, happiness. Oh, now just 2 years on, it's all gone.
I just hate to see you so unhappy.
No, I'll get over it.
I'd like to help you do that if I can.
Oh, hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, of course not.
In that case, Kathy, do you think you could collect a few glasses for me?
Right, I better get started there.
Come on, you two, hurry, darling.
Oh, that's a lovely one.
Over here, Chris.